Hey there, survivors. Cougar here, back with more buoyancy gameplay. Episode 3, our craft is up to 61 residents here on our city. Passing by a destroyed ship right now. Not in it. Well, shoot. I think we're going to stop for a second and harvest that real quick. We are heading for the sunken brewery just to give us a little buffer on our beer production. We're going through the beer pretty fast. We're down to 2 beer now, and we cannot let all the beer go away. What we could do is upgrade the production at the brewery. That might be an option here. Let's have a look at that. This is our brewery. We can upgrade the production for 30 metal, 30 processed metal, which is all the metal we have. Oh, we've just bumped into a city, or a city has bumped into us. Do we want to trade with them? You know, we have a bit of a military now. We certainly have more military than they do. So they are warlike. I think we're just going to invade and get these guys off of our radar. Let's first see if we can do any trade. No, we don't need to trade with them because we're going to be picking all that stuff up. Should we attempt to recruit some villagers? The problem with recruit is right now, there's no way to control how many you recruit. They could send 5 guys or they could send 30. And, 30 guys is going to throw us all out of whack here. So I think we're not going to recruit. We're just going to invade. So here comes our first military invasion. Let's see if we can get a good angle on this. All right, let's go. We will send our military to attack. And then at a certain point, I think we have to send our entire villagers to attack as well, since villagers are going to be defending on the other raft. But here comes our guards. We got 4 guards. They'll be cleaning house. Our water cannon is putting in some work. And here come all the villagers. I think we're going to sweep this up, no problemo. Yep. Oh, yeah. Get them, guys. Yeah, I don't like these militaristic types hanging around out here. Let's take them off the radar. Victory! Huskut is defeated. Resources plundered. Lots of great stuff. Look at all the shellfish, all the beer, lots of metal. We've got some meat, whale meat, lots of crude oil, and a little bit of plastic. So the thing that we needed most, the plastic, we got the least of, but still, that's pretty good. Plus, we get this. We get to pick up all this stuff that was not part of our loot, our booty, but if we can get the city moving, come on guys, move. Everybody's busy carrying back our plunder back to the storehouse. That's why the city's not really moving right now. But I want to get this stuff before it all disperses and sails and floats away. There's also kelp forest school of fish over there. Food not really an issue right now, but it would give us some tradable goods if we stop there on the way. Beer not really an issue now either. We were intending to head over to this sunken brewery, but with that invasion, we're now okay on beer. A floating pile of dead body. We will not eat them. We will dispose of them. Throw them overboard. Just picking up all these goodies. Keep going, guys. They've just got so much stuff piled up here that I got to give them a second. We may lose some of these drifting resources. But I can't get anybody to row right now because they're all carrying the booty back, enjoying the plunder, the spoils of our invasion. I honestly don't know if I'm going to catch that. That last floating bit there. Here we go. Okay, now we're good. We'll grab a little bit of extra food and have a party. Look at the big stacks of material not being collected just because we've... Oh, shoot, and our storage is full too. Dag nabbit. Well, we got to get a galley down now. I think that is the alternative that we have to building another storage house, another storage facility, is just get the galley down, because that will give us food storage. This will have its own food storage on board, built in. So that should shift a bunch of stuff out of storage and keep our villagers from being crushed by falling resources. Because if you let your storage get too full, people can get hurt. Villagers can get hurt by the stuff moving around, shifting around. and they can also, storages will decay. So storage buildings can go over, like storage capacity is 1,000. We've got 1,400 in storage right now. It is allowing us to store that stuff. It's not just going to sit here and rot, but there are penalties involved in having that overpacked like that. Hopefully, getting this galley up and running will alleviate some of that, but not all of it. We're going to have to get another storage building down as well. Let's wait until the galley's built and see how, if this does what we need it to do enough. A trading ship has been spotted on the horizon. We're going to be offered an opportunity to trade. I think that's actually a good idea right now. Let's see if we can unload some of this stuff we just picked up. Shoot, we're polluting. We hadn't finished that school of fish there, but we've been stationary too long. We're polluting. There is a building called a filter station that you can build, which will alleviate some of the pollution concerns. Obviously, we don't have that yet. I'm just trying to swing this away so we're not right on top of that pollution. It is still counting against us. We do still have a debuff up here from the pollution. Okay, good. They want whale, freshwater, and dirt. We have some of that, but we have a lot more of other stuff. I think we're going to give them a bunch of fish and maybe a couple of pieces of metal. Everything else we kind of need. I'm not really willing to give up anything else right now. We got a lot of wood and a lot of seaweed. Send some seaweed over to them. That's a lot of seaweed. And some wood. Okay, and then see what they've got for us that we actually need. We need gasoline eventually, but we don't have anything to use it on right now. We really need plastic so we can be upgrading our buildings. So let's see. Yep, let's take all their plastic basically. Well, no, 18 of them. As much plastic as we could afford. How's that? All right, confirm the trade. Great. Go away. Thank you, though. Some plastic floating over here I'd like to get. We're up to 105 plastic now, which means yes, see, people are carrying food to the galley now. So the galley serves as a secondary source of storage. And what's that doing at our storage capacity town center? It's still way overloaded. We have to build a second storage building now. Storehouse. Let's put that right in the middle. Since they are neither fire starters nor flammable, they form a good kind of dividing line between the two groups of buildings. Building a storehouse also, removing stuff from storage to get that built, so that's good. Yeah, we got to get a filter station down. We hardly can sit for 2 seconds without starting to generate pollution. Okay, get going, guys. Get all the fish. We should get a doctor's hut down too. I'm a little worried now about people getting sick and us having no way to address it. Doctor's hut would probably be under what? Utility? Galley storehouse medicine hut. Here we go. This is not big or heavy. That's a good spot for it right there. Now, if someone gets sick, we will have a doctor to send to them to fix them up. And they will not be getting other people sick, which is the big concern. If you have a virus that goes rampant here on your city, it can really cause problems. This school of fish does not appear to be depleting resources left. This is just a glitch, us showing us that we're still harvesting from that. I can fix it by save, quit, and reload, but let's just move away from this resource or lack thereof right now. Do something else. We're still on the lookout for plastic. We still want to be renovating buildings to make the city lighter and easier to move around. I'm not worried about beer anymore. Destroyed ship and crude oil over there is good. We're enjoying an age of prosperity. 25% plus 25% happiness, minus 50% hunger, plus 50% nourishment, plus 25% villager movement, and plus 50% production rate. I think that's just from kind of doing well, from everyone being happy so far. Which means we could actually be adding villagers. We've got plenty of food, we've got plenty of beer. There are 2 survivors raft over there. Let's head over that way and pick up at least one of them. This, I think, is plastic, so I want that. Yep, that was 5 plastic. I'll take it. And now let's look at, we've got enough plastic that we can be upgrading more buildings, renovating them to make them lighter. Let's renovate the mill. You cannot renovate the brewery. You can upgrade the capacity and the rate of production, but you cannot, you can't renovate it. What was the hotkey to lock my view of the city again? I thought it was C. It's not it. I'm gonna have to check hold on a second. Lock, camera tilt, camera recenter, camera T, lock camera L. Well, that would make sense, L. For lock. Yeah, why did we stop? Keep going. I think everybody just needed a break to move some stuff around. Let's just give them 10 seconds to... Yeah, look at all these resources piled up here, but it's got no place to go. Well, our storage capacity at the town center is back below 1,000. Our storage capacity at the galley, we're storing food here at the galley, and we've got our final storehouse built. And so they'll hopefully be loading stuff into them soon. Survivor's raft, that's what we were heading for. We can renovate some more buildings to make them lighter, maybe. This is already renovated. The galley could be renovated, and the galley is huge. So a renovation on the galley, it actually costs more plastic. This costs 40 plastic, but it's going to have a massive impact on the speed and maneuverability of the city once it's complete. Yeah, because we are moving like a slug now. Well, somehow I got... Oh, when I went out to the options menu to see what the keybind was, it switched back to normal speed, which is fine. That's fine. Yes, join us, peeps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think we'll go grab 4 more. Let's add more people. Shoot, stop. I just got to sit still for a minute. Look at all the resources piled up, these huge stacks of resources. We have to give our villagers a minute here to just move all this stuff around so that they're not spending every waking minute rowing the raft around. They're good at it. They do it quickly. See, storage capacity is up over 1,000 now. There's no reason they should be bringing stuff to this when there's another storehouse down here that is only at half capacity, less than half capacity. In fact, I'm going to upgrade that capacity right now and maybe renovate it. We have the plastic for it. Oh, I can't do both at once. Look at our guards all trained up. Our guards are now max level in terms of training. They've got a lot of armor on them. And our storehouse has now been upgraded. Its max capacity is now 1,000. And has our galley been upgraded as well? Yes, it's much lighter. Well, it's a little bit lighter. I think it was mass 5.5. Now mass is 4.5. So that's good. And now let's head over. Now that we've decreased the piles of crates waiting to be moved around, we can get people back on the oars and head out, grab this other group of survivors. Driftwood pile back there. Still on the lookout for trash because I want more plastic to keep renovating my buildings. Drifting, 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 all drifting resources. Yeah, join us, guys. Come on. Join the party. 4 more. Up to population of 71. Happiness is at 98. Nourishment is at 86. Fresh water is okay. We need another evaporator. Our fresh water is down to 8, which means it's time for another evaporator because we're now using water a bunch of different ways. We're using it at the greenhouse, we're using it to make beer, and we're using it at the bakery. So let's get another evaporator down. Build, gather, nope, production, yep. evaporator. I don't know if we want another group of survivors right this second. That seems a little bit risky. Yeah, let's hold off on that for a minute. Destroyed ship, drifting resource, destroyed ship, crude oil. There's 2 in 1. Why don't we head over there? Destroyed ship and crude oil as well over here. All things that we need, but not our most urgent concern. Another destroyed ship, driftwood pile. Just kind of notch it in just like that. There we go, and boom, you're good. Ow, sorry. Due to the rough collision, Asher was crushed by fish at the storehouse. They died. Sorry about the rough collision, guys. Just trying to slot us in there. Please don't be angry. Oh, we also started a fire. I think the collision probably started a fire. 21 grains decayed because the storehouse was over capacity. There's still, so this whole storehouse sharing and upgrading thing has been tweaked, and it needs further tweaking. Gosh, oh shoot, I forget you have to do these manually now. I have to call people over to fight a fire now. They won't do it automatically, and it's too close to the water cannon for the water cannon it can't angle down and engage it because it's right at the base here. But evaporators don't catch fire that often. That was just a result of me colliding with the ship there and knocking stuff around. Survivors. No, you guys are going to have to wait. Although we did just lose one to the collision here. My bad. Get harvesting, guys. Now, one of the upgrades from the scavenger, which is fantastic, the special upgrade here is a wrecker. A small ship will dart out from the scavenger and grab drifting resources. Like that one would be grabbed, and then if there's anything else within its radius, it would send out a little rowboat to grab it, which is great. But we can't really afford that level of upgrade just yet. Still looking to lighten this thing up a little bit. Yeah, let's renovate the medicine hut. We have the plastic for it. We renovated the bakery already. We renovated... No, the guardhouse didn't have a renovation. Okay, we're done with that ship. There was another one here, up there, with lots of drifting resources. Have we renovated the recycler? No, that is not an option on this. You can reinforce it, and you can fireproof it. Expand the production capabilities. Maybe our gatherers, I mean, we can upgrade our gatherers, renovate them to make them lighter. Why don't we get over here and we'll start doing that. I've locked it. Let me unlock it. Get in there. Wow, we got lots of metal now. Oops, shoot, I hit something again. There we go. Stop. Okay. All right, let's start upgrading, renovating our harvesters and scavengers and stuff here. Oh, that one can't take a renovation. This one can. That's 1, 2. Oh, we don't have enough plastic. Nope, almost. But one's better than none. Another day dawns. Another mega Terry city over there. Mifflesburg over there. Mifflesburg has no military. Mega Terry City has 20 military. They're actually a threat. We got to watch out for Mega Terry City. Close. Oh, I mean, a way to... Oh, we're sitting right on top of a school of fish. I didn't even realize it. But I also want to see if I can squeeze this in so we're harvesting both at the same time. There we go. All right, our deep divers are harvesting the crude oil. Our fishers are harvesting the fish. And we have enough plastic now to upgrade another forager, or renovate it anyway. Okay, crude oil's done. Just pick up the last few fish here. Our bread supply is not great, but I've never had to build a second. Well, it's unusual that you have to build a second bakery, but I think once we start getting up toward 100 people, we probably will want a second one. Let's just keep an eye on our bread levels here. They're at 20 right now. I think they're hovering right around 20-ish last time I checked. It's another renovation, making our city lighter, easier to move around. I was going to try to stay away from Megaterry City if I can. Made me a little nervous with their 20 military. So we've got 4 at our guardhouse right now. I have to get a ranger station built. It's just this constant balancing act between keeping the city safe, keeping everybody fed, making sure that the city is not so huge and slow and sluggish that it takes forever to get places and makes it harder to keep things balanced. So I feel like I'm almost ready to put down a ranger station. Oh, bioluminescent algae over here. Let's grab some of that. Although happiness, so this will raise our happiness if we have people kind of gobble up this bioluminescent algae. Oh, it's about to disappear because the sun's up. But happiness isn't really an issue right now. Yep, okay, the bioluminescent algae disappeared because the sun came up, so that was a waste. And the trash piles are few and far between here. Kelp Forest School of Fish. Again, food not an issue at this point. Driftwood pile, driftwood pile. Driftwood pile, brewery, destroyed ship. School of Fish, destroyed ship. Destroyed ship, driftwood. Come on, where's the trash? Bad decay has caused evaporator to catch on fire. Shoot, we have no workshop. That is our top priority now. Let's call some firefighters over to extinguish that fire, and we have to build a workshop to maintain these buildings, because otherwise they will decay and catch fire. And I completely forgot about that until I just saw this message, because the workshop is new. They just added this whole decay thing. Well, not just. You got to remember the last time I played was 6 months, a year, something like that. Workshop, workshop, workshop. I probably rolled right over it while I was talking, didn't see it. Okay, workshop. That's... I wish I could have a little more centralized space, but I've kind of blown that now. I'm just dangling off the end here. We have to get a refinery down because we got to start processing this crude oil into gasoline, or by the time we really want a motor, which is kind of now with the size that this city is getting. Difficult decisions, devs. That's what this game is really, really good at. Just making it's a constant battery of important, difficult decisions, which is good. It's good gaming. This needs plastic, which we're still short of. Dagnabbit, where's all the garbage? Where's all the trash? I'm just going to set off in a different direction and see if I start seeing trash somewhere, because there ain't none around here. Nope, none. Lots of drifting resources and driftwood over there, including a survivor's raft, but... Kelp Forest School of Fish, destroyed ship. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything off in the distance that way. Survivor's Raft. Let's start heading over here. It looks like, I mean, with this hasn't been cleaned out already by other cities or me. Oh, Survivor's right here, drifting right toward us. All right, guys, come on, join us. We got plenty of food. We need your help finding plastic, though. If you could help us with that somehow. I mean, there are ways to do that. So down here in the bottom, under policies, we could send up a hot air balloon. It will cost 50 plastic, which we don't have, and 1 villager. They say lucky villager, but pretty sure that villager ain't coming back. So I'm not sure how they're lucky. And then that will give us what that will do is so you send up the hot air balloon and you can choose from a list of stuff. Show me where this, if you see any of this, this, and this, show me where it is. And you'll get these like lines, like spider webs that stretch out to where the various stuff is. Man, we're drifting right past this kelp forest school of fish. We don't need kelp or fish, but I do need to let my city sit motionless for a minute so people can do things other than row. So why don't we just park ourselves on top of this for a minute? Plastic, man, we need plastic. A lot of it. You often get plastic from these drifting resources. A lot of these are going to be plastic, but you can't just depend on that. You got to actually find some plastic to harvest. Well, trash to pick up. There's a trash pile way over there. All right. We I think people have finished their deliveries almost. Yeah, everything looks pretty caught up. I'm not going to stick around and get all the rest of the fish and kelp here. We're going to head off for the plastic. That's much higher priority now. I say plastic, but obviously I'm talking about the trash pile. And I think it might be that the way you harvest the trash pile makes a difference in terms of what you pick up, because you can either pick up wood or trash or iron or scrap metal. But I think if you just let the foragers have access to this trash pile, I think they will gather up more of the plastic and the wood at the expense of the scrap metal from the scavengers. I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me on that. But let's try it here. That looks like wood. Oh, that was scrap metal. That's good. Okay, so bringing in garbage, garbage, and garbage, which is exactly what we need. Bring it, guys. And okay, so it has separate entries for both trash, for both the trash and the scrap metal. And they're both going down at the same rate, so I'm not really sure what that means. Okay, let's get something built. Well, we're recycling the trash as quickly as it's coming in, so it wouldn't do us any good to upgrade the recycler at this point. Galley's in good shape. We haven't been finding a lot of relics. I wish I could see more of those. Although, again, if happiness, so relics give you happiness. If happiness is not a problem, relics shouldn't be a huge concern. Looking around for more trash now. Not seeing it. Shoot. Let's head in this direction. There's more stuff happening over there. I'm itching to put down our Rangers barracks, but We are moving kind of slowly now, which is the whole reason I'm focused on the plastics. The other option being putting a motor on this thing. But again, as soon as you do that, you've got to get a refinery up and running to turn the crude oil into gasoline, and the refinery is going to slow this down as well. Trash pile. So at this point, as long as we're not being harassed by pirates or other cities with big militaries, I think we're going to hold off on the Rangers barracks and just try to get as much plastic as we can to keep upgrading stuff here on the city, keep renovating these buildings, making them lighter. Stop. Workshop, waiting for resources. It needs plastic and metal to make tools, which will then be used by the workers to keep our buildings in good repair. All right, it's working now. It's making tools. Good. Trash pile has been depleted. Lucy had their bones turned to dust by falling fish due to overcapacity. We've stretched our capacity. We're at 1,700 of 1,700 storage. We either need to build another storage house, another storehouse, or, man. Oh, that's Megaterry City. Let's stay away from them for the time being up there. They're the ones with the large military. And they are warlike, according to this little pop-up. Yeah, they're not heading for us, but I like to keep my distance if I can. I think at this point, guys, we're going to call it an episode here. Not a heck of a lot happening here. We did have that one encounter with the pirates, and we have just otherwise been on a complete hunt for trash to make plastic to keep this city moving around at a good clip. And we'll do some more of that in the next episode. We'll get a ranger station built. We'll maybe get some more storage built. We'll probably have to get a refinery built and get a motor down. That will obviously help us move this city around. And all that will be happening in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the buoyancy gameplay. There'll be more coming. Stay safe, survivors.